So, Genshin just released Ignition teaser and named Forge in Flames, and this is apparently supposed to be our first look into Natlan. And I'm not going to lie, I'm incredibly worried, especially when the location is supposed to be based on South America, possibly, with Aztec influences. So, I am scared. I am terrified about what they are going to display in this teaser. Because I am hoping that there is at least, I don't want to even say one, that bar is a little too low, but I am hoping that they will do skin types that reflect the countries that you are taking inspiration from, because otherwise that is just a new form of Orientalism and cultural appropriation at this point. It's getting a little bit weird. I'm not even saying just now getting a little bit weird, it's been weird since Sumeru, let's be honest. The fact that you are unable to, I don't know, put some melanin on your main characters, but no, you'll do it for your villain characters, your enemies. If that smelled like colonialism, I don't know what is, but I'm going to keep an open mind. We're going to take a look at this. And we're going to see what exactly is going on. Ooh, strong violin. Oh?
Attention, please. Kachino will now release the ball to promote the upcoming tournament.
Who is Kachino? Oh, you.
Gotta get a photo to remember it. Hey, that's too close. Huh? Oh, great. And no, too far.
Oh, wait. What's with the digital stuff? Wait, that's actually kind of cool. Oh, who are you?
What is that?
The music is really nice. Oh, Girly Pop is not having it at all. Mother? Mother.
I'm here again.
Oh, who was that? Who are you? Stop, who are you?
The tournament.
Who is she? Who is she? Who is she? Who? I wonder who she is watching. Who is she? It looks very Aztec influenced. Who is she? Who is she? She looks so cool though.
The tournament will soon begin. My dear friends, take your positions. Embrace your
Her hair is so pretty.
give your all. This battle is for winners only. The champion will take all.
Who is she though? I love both the women right now. All three of them. I'll take all three of them actually. Capitano! Oh my god, I forgot about him!
Brave enough to compete.
Oh, that's terrifying. She looks like a phoenix. She is so pretty.
To burn again. Even the tiniest of sparks will not go unnoticed.
Did you catch everything?
What? Why am I being drugged? What is happening? Hello? What? Why do we have like 3 million heliobi? Oh, those are all the tribes and everything.
What our eyes see ought to be our fate. But now, close your eyes and feel. For with our blood, we will forge our true fate.
What? I don't know what happened in this entire trailer. I don't know what happened. I was very distracted by the women in this. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't know who she is. Is this Murata? Is this Kimiko? Is there going to be like some kind of reveal that this isn't actually the Archon? Like, I don't know. Would they do a Fontaine storyline part 2? Like, oh, this is actually the Dragon Sovereign again. She's most likely going to be important in this story. I'm not gonna lie. She had so many lines in here that it would be hard to say that she's not going to be important. I'm also really interested in this character just because the hat specifically, it's giving pirate vibes. Also, this is a weird thing to say. Where's the tall men? There's a severe lack of tall men. I know that's not the important part in this whole critique, but just where I'm asking for one tall dragon man in this nation, and I have not seen one, and I'm sad. I'm curious to know why each one of these tribes, I think, are represented by fire, aside from the fact that it's the Pyro Nation. I wonder if each one is similar to like kind of the Olympic flame, where like if one dies out, the hope of it dies out as well, and you're supposed to continue passing on the torch or something. I don't know exactly what they're gonna do with this, or if this is tied to mythology, but I'm curious if it has anything to do with how the Heliobi were designed in HSR, but that could be a precursor to whatever this was. And I'm also really curious about who she's talking to. I'm assuming there is a dragon here. I'm assuming the person that she's talking to might be a sleeping dragon underneath Natlan, maybe? I don't know. There's not a whole lot of dragonness happening in the Nation of Dragon. There is a phoenix, which, depending on the mythology, can tie a lot to dragon. Other than that, I don't really see anything. But I am actually incredibly disappointed with, why is everyone so pale? Where did all the melanin go? Aside from this character, right? Which is most likely the character that we originally saw in the Dainslift trailer from like years ago. Everyone is so pale. It is incredibly strange to me that a company that can do so much research into the backstory and history and mythology into different nations and locations is unable to represent the people that live in those places. It is so frustrating that something as simple as changing the skin tone of a character so that people or part of that culture see themselves on the screen is just an afterthought. I just don't know what else to say. I'm just really, really upset. And I don't want to speak on behalf of the people that are supposed to be represented by these cultures. I'm not someone who is supposed to be represented here. My culture was represented in Chenyu Vale, and I actually really enjoyed seeing like my culture being represented accurately over there. And I think the people who are supposed to be represented in Natlan deserve the exact same thing. They deserve to get to see themselves in a video game that they enjoy. And while there are pieces and bits of their culture being kind of mishmashed into this nation, I'm assuming they're going to do the same thing as they did in Sumeru and combine multiple different regions together into one amalgamation. It is just frankly upsetting that the people who are supposed to be represented aren't at least represented in skin tone. That is probably one of the easiest things you can fix. It is an easy form of representation. That representation is incredibly important, and while the beauty standards of the world may be towards a lighter skin complexion, that is not the truth in all parts of the world. The idea that lighter skin is better, air quotes, came around during colonialism, and because of different forms of imperialization, there's like a whole history behind that. I would definitely recommend researching into that. And I don't like the fact that everyone is trying to say, oh, but it's a Chinese company, they're not going to put darker skinned characters because it's a Chinese company. This is a global company. We cannot be babying a global company into doing this, especially because there are other companies that exist in China who are currently doing the thing that people are asking for. The first two I can remember is Dislight and Reverse 1999, both of which have darker skinned characters being represented in their game. So we can't just blame that on, Chinese people. And also just assuming that all Chinese people think the same way, it's basically trying to create a whole group of people who have different thoughts and different feelings about this whole situation into one group, one thought. And that is not the case, because there are millions of people with individual thoughts. And a lot of people in the CNJPKREN, every single community within Genshin have been speaking out about this and basically saying like, hey, weird, you're not putting, I don't know, dark-skinned characters in a nation that is based on a location that have people with darker skin. I'm just really sad that a lot of people's predictions were correct, especially from the people who were speaking out since Sumeru and the people who were supposed to be represented there saying, hey, this isn't right. And everyone was saying, hey, just wait till Natlan. It'll get fixed in Natlan. We're in Natlan now. It's been 2 years. What has changed? Honestly, my excitement for Natlan has slowly dwindled the more and more we are seeing more information about it. But I am excited to see what Capitano does, especially since we know that there was a whole situation with Capitano Barca, seeing what exactly this whole fight is supposed to be about. So, I don't know. We'll see. What do you guys think about everything? Are you excited for Natlan? Are you also disappointed by the fact that our fears for Natlan did come true? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!